I think I'm going to go for it, actually. This is going to be horrible, by the way. This is the reason why I stopped this. This fucking... playthrough for so long. I'm just going to change the title to Souls and Chill. Got fire arrows. Nah, it was the raw damage. Elemental damage really isn't that great in this game. It's okay, it allows you to get through shields, but you're going through 2 damage resistances as opposed to just 1. It's not like Monster Hunter where elemental is actually pretty damn amazing, depending on the monster you're fighting, because it just amplifies the damage like nobody's business. In this game, unless something is very weak to elemental, there's no reason to use it. And unfortunately, I can't equip the Leo ring in this fight, which means I'm missing out on a lot of damage. And I haven't fought the 4 kings in like a year, so this is going to be really interesting. I hated lingering hitboxes in Dark Souls 1. Lingering hitboxes is just a mainstay of Dark Souls. It's not just Dark Souls 1, it's in Bloodborne as well. And Neo has some lingering hitboxes, but for the most part it's really fair with them. Some of them are a little bit antsy. Like, namely shockwaves and stuff, but for the most part, Neo's really good with that sort of stuff. You know, I don't think I actually even rested at the bonfire at Firelink Shrine, because I still only have 5 Estus. Oh well. It is what it is. I'm probably going to start yelling at this as well. I'll probably get very loud and I'll probably say a lot of very rude things that Twitch will not approve of. That's not what I need right now. Do you mind, projectile? You wanna fucking die or what? Thank you. Now the second one spawned already. That third one's going to be spawning in a second as well. And there's one. Shit. There we go. Balls. Fucking hell. It's instant. I'm gonna hit the edge of the arena in a minute. Because believe it or not, there is an edge to this arena. It was really fucking me off the last time I fought him. Shit. Oh, headshot. Another one spawned, I think. Either that or I'm hitting the edge of the arena and it's starting to get fucky. Yeah, no, another one spawned. Nice! Whew. Fucking hell, all it took was to get 40-40 on Dex and Strength. And like 30 Vitality. And then we fucking did it. Easy, right? God. And the best part about that is our damage isn't going to improve anymore. I mean, yeah, no, our damage is not going to improve any further. I'll fight for you, right? You said that last time. What did I say last time? I say a lot of things a lot. I'm just that kind of guy. I repeat a lot of the things I say. Yes. Yep. Hit the edge of the map. Well, you can't tell when you hit the edge of the map. Because it's all black. So you can only guess. Right, what the fuck am I missing? Alright, let's see if I remember this run. It's kind of muscle memory, so I should do. This is gonna look wonderful on stream. Oh, hello. Ooh, almost fell off to the left there. Excuse me. Fucking stacked input there. There you go. Who needs a lantern anyway? Oh. On top of that, I can take this stupid thing off. Lauren DS1? Loved it. That was my jam. And peanut butter. I knew everything. I don't remember it anymore. Dark Souls 1 was a great game for me. At that time in my life. Like, I really needed it. Like, on a psychological level. Loremaster Vati Vidya? More like Loremaster EMB. He was the OG. That's where I got my shit from. Ah! Let's get rid of him. Let's ignore you. You see, in Dark Souls, that kind of a trap there is kind of a bitch, but it's rare. So you don't expect it. So it's like, it's unique, it's new, it's different. But in Neo, it's like, that's like every other room. That's like half of the ambushes in the game. It really spam bushes you. It's not quite as bad as Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, but it is pretty bad. And I don't have any holy damage, so... Is he going the long way round? That's too early. Holy fuck, that was all guesswork. Do you mind coming over here and killing your own skeletons, you dickhead? I remember when Dark Souls wasn't super mainstream. Yeah, exactly. None of my friends knew what Dark Souls was. You know? I remember when people didn't always say to be cool, like, oh, Dark Souls, isn't that like the pinnacle of difficulty? It's like, no, fucking hell. If you've not played God Hand, of course you haven't, because you don't know what God Hand is. Have you played Neo? Have you played Demon Souls? Do you know what difficulty is? This is gonna be a bitch. I dodged that, you slag. Finally. Now I can shoot you in the face. Whichever one is your face, that is. Oops, that accidentally moved. Do you mind, dickhead? Fucking hell. I really hate these skeletons. Ugh. No, dickhead! Lock onto the right one! Fucking hate the lock-on in this game. It's so garbage. Oh, I think I'm dead here. Oof. Wow. Love it. Can you fuck off with your bullshit? Thank you. Give me all my souls. There you go. Everybody be like, insert game is the Dark Souls of its genre. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a really apt comparison, though. If you don't know what a certain game is, it's very apt to be like, well, it's kind of like if you combine Dark Souls with this. It's just a very quick way of describing difficulty, and I wish it wasn't like that, because Dark Souls is not the pinnacle of difficulty. It does a lot of things very well, yes, but it also does a lot of things wrong. I'm not looking forward to Duke's Archives. I never enjoyed Duke's Archives. I wouldn't say it's difficult, I'd say it's challenging, and that's always a key distinction, because there are some games that are just straight up difficult, as in bullshit, and there are other games that are just well balanced and challenging, you know? But it really is just like, Dark Souls it's a good game, it's a challenging game, but it is not the pinnacle of difficulty. It's not like the perfect echelon of difficulty done right. You know? If you're looking for the hardest game, which most people do when they talk about Dark Souls, you're looking in the wrong place. Relatively speaking, this game's kind of a cakewalk compared to certain things, you know? Hey, I didn't take damage, look at me. And it always depresses me, because you know they're not... Look at Doom on Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare difficulty. Yeah, that is challenging and difficult. As in, it's kind of bullshit that you have to do that on one difficult, or on one checkpoint. But yeah, I've seen some Nightmare difficulty gameplay of Doom Eternal, and it's like, what, that game is something else. And again, Nioh. Another incredibly difficult game, and Ninja Gaiden 2 is touted as one of the most challenging games that you could ever play. Like, I don't know when that game came out, probably like 2006, something like that. Oh, it's taken until now until someone has done a no damage run on its hardest difficulty. Like, I shit you not. Like, that game is ridiculous. I've never seen it, I've never played it, but its reputation speaks for itself. Especially when it's coming from the guy who makes hardest difficulty walkthroughs for a living. This is gonna be a hard one. Okay, maybe not so. I don't know what he's aiming at. If I get hit once, though, I'm pretty much dead. But don't need to. Whoops. Fuck off. I would use the word uncultured for people who describe Dark Souls as the pinnacle of difficulty. That sounds a bit rude, but I think it's quite apt, because it's just clear that, like, they haven't experienced a wide variety of challenging and difficult games, you know? They've never heard of, like, the notoriety that Ninja Gaiden 2 has. They don't know, like, World at War on Veteran, you know, or, fuck, what was that mission in Modern Warfare called? The last one. The one that gets all the notoriety. That one. I know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, like Doom on Ultra Nightmare. Just Neo in general, and God Hand. You know? And you could go to, like, super retro games that are ridiculously difficult because people didn't know how to design games now, or they didn't know how to design games back then. I mean, they don't know how to design games now, but that's a different story. And they were just, like, quarter eaters, you know? They deliberately make the game ridiculously hard so it incentivizes you to, like, pay more money. You know? So, like, most people would make the distinction that it's the hardest modern game. Well, guess what? If you're counting it as, like, games that came out, like, after 2000 or after 2005, God Hand is still in there. It came out 2006. And that's probably the hardest game that I've played. It's also probably the best game I've played. That game is fucking god tier. Pun not intended. Right. You know what I hate about PlayStation is that they don't have a default audio device, meaning that when I plug my microphone in, it thinks it's a headset, and so it puts audio through that. But then if I plug my headphones into my microphone, because I can do that, so technically it would work, it doesn't work. So I have to change it back to, headset every single time I replug my headphones in. And PlayStation doesn't exactly have an easy mute button, so I tend to just unplug. So well designed. It's annoying that I have to use 2 shots to get rid of these scrubbers. Ooh, good, 90 damage. Can't fucking see, game. Oh, of course that still hit me. What is that? I don't know what that is. Have you ever seen that before? I've never seen that before. Oh, I didn't think he could 180 like that. I haven't seen like half of these moves that he's doing. Alright, that's a grab. Get off. Can I not be... Fuck off with your stupid shit. I feel like I should be dead right now. Bugger off. Could you imagine if the damage with my bow is so low I can't even one-shot the bug at the center? Your favorite place? Ironic or unironic? I like this place, I just think it's not very well used. Because all they've done is just spam these undead dragon places all over the place. Unironic? I do like Lost Izalith. I like the lore associated with it as well. Yeah, I wish there was more interesting enemies in here, because it's such an interesting set design. It's just there's like 3 enemies. There you go, that's all the enemies to see. The dragon butts, these weird squid things, and the undead dragon torsos. Well, I suppose this lady counts as a different enemy. So there's that. Oh, kind of. Oh, pushing the wrong buttons again. Oh, this is going to be a bitch. Because I haven't got anything to block the hands with. So as soon as he starts to try and sweep, I have to fucking roll it. There we go. Took a few tries. 2011 this game came out. 9 years old. Do people still hold this game in as high of a praise as they used to? Like, is it still the master game, the best thing ever? Revolutionary? I don't know. It definitely did change the face of the industry, but it is definitely a good game. I don't know, I don't see it. I don't see it anymore. Cool. That's gonna happen a lot. Can't even go around because there's a fucking thing blocking it. Don't you do it, you crazy lady. There we go. Ever since I learnt this trick, I have never stopped using it because this boss can suck a big one. Do you mind? Apparently not. Oh my god. I forgot what my jump button was, but it didn't matter. I'm gonna get fucking flamed in here, so I should heal up. There we go. We did beat it in one shot, thank God. And then you get a bonfire up your ass. And 1 humanity! All of that. Yeah, I missed it. Would you rather Dark Souls 1 remastered for a first person's experience into Dark Souls? I could just get that from a mod if I wanted to. Don't need it from a full release. Right, they'll probably de-aggro if I do this. Woo! You almost got me. How would you rate every Dark Souls game, including Demon Souls? I've never played Demon Souls, so I can't rate it. Of course you got a shield. Ooh. Could be annoying. This could be very annoying. Forgot about all the curvy arrows and shit. Excuse me. Excuse me. Where am I meant to go? I forgot. This way. No, not this way. Excuse me. Thank you. This way. Hee hee. And I don't have a rare ring of sacrifice, but whatever. We just won't get cursed. Oh. I will get back to that. Trying to think. I don't even know how I'd rate stuff. Really, game? Fucking character collision should be in every game. Best mechanic ever. There you go. And we avoided the curse. Well, in terms of which ones I think are the best, I think Dark Souls 1 is probably the best. I don't know. I guess I'd say Bloodborne next. And then Dark Souls 2 or 3, I can't decide. If we're doing Dark Souls 2 and Scholar of the First Sin differently, I'd probably go Dark Souls 2, then Dark Souls 3, then Scholar of the First Sin. Yeah. And I haven't played Demon Souls, so I can't speak on that at all. I like that these things take a lot of damage. Except when they're arrows, but they miss. What you got for me? Yeah. I don't think I'd give Dark Souls a 10, though. It'd probably be more around the ballpark of like an 8. But then that's just because I have a ridiculously high standard for stuff. You know? Like, nothing gets a 10 for me. Because the idea is that, like, 5 is average, right? I'm trying to think of an average game that I've played recently that I can recall, but I cannot, because I don't play average games, I play good games. If the game I'm playing is only average, then I'm wasting my time. That's how I feel anyway. This could suck. Nice. Damn. Ooh, hello. Owie. Nice. And I think that's the key that we need. Yep. Turn off this god-awful sound. Hate it. Ah, finally some peace and quiet. Favorite enemy in Dark Souls? I don't think I have a favorite enemy. I have a lot of enemies that I don't like. Oh, they're down there now. Nice, I should have done that to begin with. I don't know, there's not really many enemies in Dark Souls that I have that much fun fighting. In Nioh, it's like, I really enjoy fighting the Tengus. Black Knight? Yeah, Black Knights are... they're pretty cool. I quite like the Silver Knights, actually. This place is going to be horrible. Because you need to kill things quickly here, and... this just ain't the build to do that on. Although saying that, 2 shots to kill a channeler is really nice. Takes a long time to kill him, but you know, oh, everything's buffed. I really don't like that. Hope they're not permanently buffed. That'd be really annoying. Oh, wow. Man, the lock-on in this game, I forget. It's almost as... it's probably worse than it is in Nioh, and Nioh has some pretty atrocious lock-on. Ever do a Gravelord run? Nah. Again, it just seems tedious. Like, there's not a lot of enemies that I'm, like, super excited to fight in this game. I just sort of fight them, you know? So adding more enemies just sounds like extra stuff to do. More effort, more tedium. Doesn't really sound like my idea of fun. I'm quite a casual Dark Souls player, all things considered. I really enjoy the PvP. And I really enjoy playing the game, but I don't really do challenge runs with it. I don't know, just not my flavor. Alright. Managed to do the Tomb of the Giants fairly quickly, remembering exactly where to go. I wonder if I'll be able to do the same in Crystal Cave. The answer is no, I won't. Because this place is way more of a pain in the ass than Tomb of the Giants, because Tomb of the Giants is just easy to get through. and take a 30-second run that's super reliable. Or is this a little bit more difficult to do that? But I will try it. And then this way. Please don't hurt me, Mr. Golem. Thank you. Nice. Actually did it. I'm really nervous for this Seath fight, man. I don't know why. It's just... ugh. There's always one clam as well that gets in. Go over here. Such a big boik. Oh, that's very depressing damage. Oh, fuck off. Oh, wow, that still hit me. Um... That was very anticlimactic. So if you want to know how to absolutely destroy Seath, quality build with a plus 15 composite bow. Alright. I'm really curious as to how Gwyn's gonna find the old bow. Respect the Dark Souls drip. Oh, Kiln of the First Flame. This used to be the OG PvP spot, remember? I don't. I wasn't doing PvP back then. This is like where everyone went. That's taking him out of the thrust. Oh, it's funny. He's so funny. Ah, he staggered me. Monkey see, monkey do. Oh, fuck, I was really hoping that wasn't going to happen. I should have pulled him back around the pillar like I normally do. It's been so long since I've done this. It's like, what do I normally do in order to run through this quickly? I don't even remember. And then it came back to me at the wrong time. God, remember when it was scary to lose your souls and stuff? I just don't get that anymore. Like, I'm never worried. It's like, it's whatever. I just play better, right? Like, leveling up will help, but ultimately playing better will help more. And it's like, if I lose the souls now, then it's like, well, I can make it up again later. It'll be more tedious later, but can do it. You lost the Souls feel? I lost the Souls feel a long time ago. I think it was Dark Souls 3 that burnt me out, and then Dark Souls Remastered really just final nail in the coffin. Ah. Wait, what? Ooh. Toasty. Wow, he really does not appreciate the bow. Ooh, that was fancy. Pillar tactics. We got him, boys. Oh no, Gwyn. Whoops. Ooh. That's fine. I'm running out of arena here. Oh no! Is he gonna get me? Oh my god, the reach, dude. I always underestimate the reach. Damn it. Oh my god, the reach. Does his sword get bigger when he swings it? Because it fucking feels like it. Extra 300 range. I never thought there'd be a time in my life where I'd get sick of Souls, but to be fair, like, sometimes I just get sick of Souls for a while and then I come back to it, I'm like, God, this game's great, why did I ever stop playing it? But the older I get, the more those gaps become. Which is a really weird way of saying, like, every time I stop playing it, the longer the period of time before I start playing it again becomes, if that makes sense. And it's like, there will be a time where I play Dark Souls 1 for the last time, and then I never touch it again for the rest of my life. And I have no idea when that time will be. It might be today, I don't know. Because after this, I really don't have much of a reason to come back to this game. There's nothing pulling me back, there's no reason to stay. And I hope that doesn't happen. I hope I come back and be like, oh, I want to do this. But that's just the way it goes. Because, like, some games can stay with you forever. Other games, I don't know. Not so much. And you can never really tell which games are gonna stay with you forever and which games you'll drop, you know? Hate that. So fast. His evade to get out of the way of a bow shot is just pathetic. He's got the speed, he's got the damage. He just hasn't got the evasiveness. So much for a test of, like, your build at its max, you know? I have to say, Dark Souls 3 did Lord of Cinder way better than Dark Souls 1. I hate that it's such a copy-paste sort of thing. It's such a... It's such nonsense fan service, but the fight itself is actually really good. Give me the key. Oh, right, you need to go to Stupid Face. Well, that was a rather anticlimactic ending to bow-only playthrough. Kind of just destroyed all of the Four Lords, and there you go. God, remember coming up to this place for the first time? Kind of like sense of wonder that you had about the world. Like, what is this place? What is it for? What does it do? What's the world out there like? What are all the civilizations going on and all that? God. I miss that. Now it's just... yeah, it's just a game. A flame that burns twice as bright lost. Fucked that up, didn't I? What is it? The flame that burns... no, not burns. The flame that shines twice as bright burns twice as fast. Pretty good. Pretty good run. Just finished it off. Did all the things I needed to do. Yeah, that was Dark Souls. I don't know if I'll ever come back to this game. Just because it just doesn't draw me in the way it used to.